State of the Nova Nation.
Your inside pass to Villanova Athletics. By the nation, for the nation. My name is Pat Ralph.
And I'm Alexandra Hernandez.
So, Alexandra, we're coming back. You went to the parade on Friday. We're just getting off the national championship.
I know, it's still there,
yeah,
guys.
Still there.
Don't you worry about it.
It's not going anywhere. Tell me, how was the parade on Friday? I wasn't able to make it, but how was it?
Yeah, the parade was actually really awesome. So many people came out to Philadelphia. I want to say, I don't know if this number is right, but 60,000, that's what I've been hearing.
That's
crazy. The streets were completely full. I was in Dilworth Park, and I actually was fortunate enough to kind of get up close to the barrier. So when they ended up in Dilworth, the bus went right past us. So I think Arch may have pointed at me. I don't know. He might have been pointing at someone else, but I feel like it was at me.
I think he's pointing at you because I think he watches the show. I would think he does.
He's definitely our number one fan.
He definitely tunes in. So you were right by almost where the parade ended, and they got up and spoke at the end, correct?
Yeah, I was right there. I couldn't see them speaking, but they all gave great speeches, and it's just such a great and overwhelming kind of thing. We won. It's never gonna go away.
Yeah.
It's just the speeches kind of surrounded around that and how awesome the win was, just not for Villanova, but in college basketball history.
Yeah, and it's big for the city of Philadelphia, seeing all these people come out and seeing the city being so supportive for the Villanova Wildcats with them winning the championship. That must have been just awesome and incredible to be there.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Transitioning from basketball now to some sports that we don't really talk about here on the show. We're going to talk about a sport that all of you know about, but probably don't play. Quidditch. You've all seen it. You've all heard about it, whether you read or watched the Harry Potter movies. Let's go to the videotape now and find out more about what Villanova Quidditch is all about.
I'm Adam Vincent. I'm a chaser and a senior on the Quidditch team. Growing up as a huge Harry Potter fan, of course, when I chose to come to Villanova and I saw that they had a Quidditch team, I was like, oh man, yeah, I want to try that. So I signed up, of course, at the activities fair, got the emails hey, come to tryouts. I was like, okay, tryouts, sure, let's do it. And then I actually didn't make it my freshman year because we were excellent at Quidditch. There were a lot of really talented people on the team, including a lot of already very good male chasers. In the late 2000s, Villanova was one of the top ranked teams nationally for Quidditch. So I didn't actually officially join the team until my junior year, but I've been practicing and playing since freshman year. I like Quidditch for the culture that surrounds it. Going to tournaments is a really interesting experience because you have people who drive for hours on end, sometimes staying overnight, to come to these all-day sort of events. You have the people who probably more in the nerd/geek sphere who show up and they have their Pikachu beanies and their dyed hair and whatnot, who are a lot of fun. And then you have jock-like contingent as well, of people who are really into the physical side of the sport and take that seriously and actually get a little bit upset when you delve too much into the origins of the sport. And then you also have sort of just the people who are there to have a good time, who just enjoy maybe the camaraderie on the team, enjoy the spirit of the game, enjoy just having fun with their friends. My junior year, spring semester, I studied abroad in Rome, and one of the first things I did when I learned that I was going to Rome was I was trying to look for ways to meet people. So I play Ultimate, I looked for an Ultimate team there, and I play Quidditch, so I looked for a Quidditch team there, and there was one. I shot a message to the Facebook account using some really poor Google Translate Italian, saying hey, look, I'm a student studying abroad, I play Quidditch at home, could I come practice with you guys? And they said sure. And so it was a lot of fun to go meet them because it was this group of people that I never would have met otherwise, and who had varying degrees of proficiency in English, but knowing sort of the rules of Quidditch, we were able to find times to meet up and hang out and play together. And it was a really cool sort of intercultural tool. So next year I was awarded a Fulbright grant to go teach English in Turkey, and I've already looked up if there are Quidditch teams in Turkey, and there are, and apparently one of them is pretty competitive and is going to the European Cup. So depending on where I'm placed in Turkey, because I will be teaching at a university, but if I'm in the area, it would be a fun way to meet other people with a shared interest that I have and see where that goes. People look at Quidditch and they scoff and say oh, that's not a real sport. But when I go to tournaments and you're playing with other people who you've never met before, but who all know the same rules and all have the same sort of interest as you do, it's a really cool space to be in. And it's a lot of fun, and I enjoy it, and that's good enough for me.
And we're back on Save the Nova Nation.
So that's pretty cool. We got a Quidditch team here. I always see them practicing on the field in front of Jon Time, right next to the church there. It's pretty awesome they have a team here.
Yeah, it's super ironic that they practice on that field because when I went on my perspective tour for Villanova, when we toured inside of Jon Time, people always said that Jon Time is kind of the Hogwarts of Villanova's campus.
That's a great
so
point.
maybe they
Think
did
of
that on purpose.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's a great point, And I know you're a huge Harry Potter fan.
I am.
You played Quidditch in high school. Alexandra is our resident Harry Potter analyst and nerd here on State of Nova Nation.
Maybe just analyst, not nerd.
Not
but
nerd,
yeah.
But nerd though, really though,
Okay.
I think so.
Okay, but seriously, I was an athletic genius. I was a chaser. I led my team to the Quidditch World Cup, and I did win. So take that, Victor Crumb. That's right. I'm calling you out.
That is impressive. I'm sure you were the go-to scorer. You had a lot of goals on the team. It sounded like you were the best player.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it, but I was the arch of my Colonel Gibbons Quidditch team.
Wow, you heard it here first. Alexandra Hernandez is the arch of Quidditch. Say no more.
Yeah.
You got it. It's all you. You're the best.
Well, moving on in the program from magical sports to sports of muggles, here at Villanova we have a really great club program. People think that you have to be a D1 athlete to play sports in college, but that's not true. We sat down with Max Miller, who is the director of Villanova Club Sports, to talk to him about students' involvement in club sports here on campus. Take a look.
Max Miller, coordinator of intramurals and recreation at Villanova University. At the end of this year, it'll be my third academic year. We have 30 club teams here at Villanova. All of our teams are student-run organizations. Every club will have an academic advisor throughout the year, and that will be their sort of university affiliation to a faculty or staff member. With field time and court time, we prioritize by in-season and out-of-season sports here with club sports. We work with our intramural program as well as our varsity athletics to maximize the time for club sports here on campus. I believe there's a strong commitment to the teams. Based on competition level, it varies from team to team. Some are semi-competitive, some are more competitive. We do have a strong presence nationally with attending regional and national tournaments, and I think that's a great success of Villanova University. Every August we have a training meeting for the club sports leaders, the student leaders, where we go over policies, procedures, different guidelines and requirements for the year. And then twice each semester we have officer meetings where I bring in somebody to either talk about leadership, strength and conditioning, maybe diversity, as well as just some other professional development opportunities. And then twice each semester we do one-on-one club meetings where I'm meeting with the specific club leaders to talk about how the club is operating, planning for the upcoming months, as well as going over paperwork for to renew their recognition status for the year. Favorite part of my job is just meeting with students, working with them, and having it be the same students that come into my office throughout the year, and I can see them progress and been able to see some great students graduate. Yeah, you can absolutely go to our Facebook page, which would be Villanova Recreation on Facebook. You can go to @NovaRec on Twitter and @VillanovaRec on Instagram to check up with all of our club sports updates as well as our intramural sports and fitness centers.
And we're back here on State of the Nova Nation. So, club sports, pretty cool program we have here, don't we?
Yeah, that was a really good segment on club sports.
Yeah, it's a really nice program for athletes who played on competitive teams in high school. They don't want to have the same commitment like the varsity teams here have, but they still want to be able to participate in those sports and compete at a high level where they can still have fun too.
Yeah, exactly. I have a friend on club soccer who really loves it, in club field hockey, and they just love going to the games and playing the sports that they love to play in high school and being athletic on campus.
Yeah, I know you and me aren't in club sports, but it's still just a great opportunity for our athletes, student athletes, more should I say, that can have that opportunity to still compete at a high level, but not have the same full-time commitment that the varsity sports may have. And it's a nice thing to do, to balance out with their schoolwork, other activities they're in. I know you were a volleyball player, but I know you thought about it, but you're not doing it. Yeah,
I did think about it, but I just got involved in other things freshman year, and now I'm doing other things. But club sports is a great part of Villanova's campus.
Yeah, because we're just all about athletics. National champions. It's
still there.
It's still there. It's not going anywhere. But it's a big part of our culture. So, I guess we're gonna go to Jon's time now.
Yeah. You didn't get his carrier pigeon?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Jon took it way too far with the lair thing. He sent a carrier pigeon and actually just crashed right into my car as I was driving. It was kind of weird.
Oh.
But
Strange. I didn't get one. John, why did I get a carrier pigeon?
I
Come on,
didn't
dude.
start anything, but
Come on.
apparently he's in King's Landing. I don't know. I think
man.
he thinks
Game of
that
Thrones
he,
reference.
Yeah, exactly. I
Wow.
think he thinks that he's a Lannister. So
Whoa. We're pulling out all the stops
yeah, we're
here.
dropping everything tonight.
Dropping knowledge bombs. So I guess we're not going to Jon's time. No Jon's time tonight.
Yeah, so
We're
we're
really
just gonna,
sorry. We know it's everyone's favorite part of the show, so we're gonna have to. No, not that tonight.
Yeah.
So I guess
we have to wrap up.
I guess we got to wrap it up.
Yeah.
We got to wrap it up. We're all done here. Oh my gosh, this is so sad.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We always appreciate you guys checking us out. We're on viewbenchmob.com 24/7. Great content analysis on everything Villanova Athletics. We're on Twitter at viewbenchmob, and we're on Facebook at viewbenchmob. Check us out. Follow us. You'll love us. And you can always see our beautiful faces 24/7
exactly.
all
Who
the
would
time.
want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, you can't say no to us. you
Yeah,
know?
no. Thanks again for tuning in tonight. As Pat said, check us out on viewbenchmob.com.
We're State of the Nova Nation. Your inside pass to Villanova Athletics. By the nation, for the nation. My name is Pat Ralph.
And I'm Alexander Hernandez.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Just